Hey guys, it's me again, Crimson here, and today I want to talk about something pretty interesting. We're going to be talking about why you shouldn't main a class. This is going to be kind of a prologue to any of my more educational videos on the basics of any other class in Team Fortress 2. And it's just, I'm basically going to explain why I personally don't main any classes. And why I believe that, others should probably at least try to, be more flexible. One really big reason why you should probably just not main a class is because you just aren't unlocking the game's full fun potential. Like, you are basically taking all the fun you could have in that game by being a bit more diverse with your playstyle, and just kind of throwing it into the garbage, and then taking a dump in that garbage, and then puking in that garbage. Fucking garbage. Okay. It's like taking a dump in a garbage can, putting the TF2's fun factor in, and then puking into that same trash can, throwing all the contents into the trash can into a blender, mixing up that blender, drinking it, and then shitting it all back out into another trash can. That's basically what maining a class could do for TF2's fun factor. Now, obviously, people aren't going to agree with me on that, and that's totally fine. People are different, and that's what makes humans interesting and individual and shit like that. But, personally, I don't like maining classes. They're not fun. I've said before that I attempted to be a soldier main, but I also attempted to be a combat medic main and a scout main. Yes, I tried being a scout main once. And this was back when I only had 200 hours on record, so, really kind of shows what kind of a person I was back then. But yeah, I just kind of decided to not, but that doesn't, just because I don't main a class doesn't mean I have my preferred classes. This is another thing that you could also have that would still be better than maining a class, which is preferred classes. Preferred classes are you don't play all the classes, but there are a group of classes that you like to play. Now, ever so conveniently, my favorite classes are all the classes that start with the letter S. Spy, Scout, Soldier, and Sniper. Spy, Scout, Soldier, and Sniper. Pretty coincidental, if you ask me. I also occasionally like to play Medic and Demoman, but yeah, you might have noticed that I kind of neglect the Pyro and Heavy. That's just kind of because their playstyles are kind of boring, honestly. But that's a subject for another day. Yeah, so you might be wondering, okay, those are some good, opinions and reasoning, I guess, you fucking shitlet, but why else should I not be maining a class? Well, you're just not as flexible. Really kind of think about this. Instead of me spending 20 minutes explaining why this is, whatever, how about I just ask you this one hypothetical question? Think that you have a team of people and you're split between two guys who want to join your team. One guy is absolutely godlike as Pyro, and he's completely shit with every other class. Absolute shit. If he picks a class other than Pyro, he basically is about as usable as a guy who's AFK. Or would you rather have a guy who has at least 50 hours played on each class? 50 plus hours played on each class and knows a bit more than just the basics of the class. Right, you would probably pick the guy who is moderately decent with every class. Because you don't want a guy who has a very situational main. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, with all the new, weapons and stuff like that, classes like Pyro have a lot more playstyles than just run up to enemy with flamethrower, shoot shotgun at him occasionally, slash up with fire axe. There is a bit more playstyle, but in the end, the Pyro is not a long-range class. I mean, unless you have some fucking crazy-ass, aim with the flare gun. But let's be honest, you're not using the flare gun. You're using the scorch shot because you can't fucking aim. Oh shit, did I just roast pyromanes? Shit. You'd think those flame retardant suits would keep them from getting roasted. Am I right? Anyways, yeah, enough of that shitty joke. But yeah, that's about it. But I also do want to say, before I do the educational videos, which I will kind of more like sprinkle in between some other videos, kind of like the last videos you guys saw me upload, like the Counter-Strike and Team Fortress 2 video, I'm going to just kind of sprinkle in those how to play certain classes. They aren't going to be the main thing I do. I know back in my other update video I made it sound like I was going to fucking do that shit, but I'm not going to. They aren't going to be my main focus. My main focus is Team Fortress 2, not being an educational Team Fortress 2 channel. I mean, I will still teach stuff, but I will mostly just be like showing that, hey, this almost fucking 10-year-old game is still fun to play. You know. And also, I don't know if you guys have seen any of those hat stereotypes videos by Soundsmith TF2. If you haven't, I'll link his channel in the description below. But if you haven't seen any of his videos about hat stereotypes, they're basically just stereotypes about certain hats. They're stereotypes about what type of people wear those certain hats. And I was thinking, hey, you know, this kind of like genre of video could actually open up some different possibilities. So I was thinking, I'm going to do a video on class main stereotypes. Oh, that should be fucking triggering, shouldn't it? Alright. Well, that's the end of the video. Why are you still here? How come you haven't clicked away yet? Just fucking leave!